Welcome, Karmic Psychics, to another episode with me, Karmic Psychic, with my darling listeners, Karmic Psychics, who continuously follow me on a weekly basis to get their forecast and get an understanding either of Vedic astrology, forecasting, or through tarot reading. And we have a bit of fun mixing the two up together as well. So today, the discussion is going to be on the planetary alignments for March the 6th to March the 12th. And the main focus of today will probably be with Venus. Venus, which is currently in Pisces, in Revati Nakshatra, which is moving over to Aries, to Ashwini Nakshatra, and the move between water to fire or fire to water is called Gandanta. Now, when Gandanta takes place, it is a purification of some sort, or letting go of a karmic knot that we are holding on to. So I will go into more detail and explanation about that in today's episode, and how the conjunction of Rahu and Venus will impact us based on our ascendants. So at present, what I can say is this week also is about the full moon, which is tomorrow on Tuesday, and it will be in the nakshatra in Leo, in Purva Falguni Nakshatra. Now, Purva Falguni Nakshatra is symbolized by a conjugal bed. It's a bed which signifies fertility, sexuality, attraction, and fertility. And this energy perhaps can be activated during this full moon for many. And from a Western perspective, the full moon will be in the sign of Virgo. Now, from the Vedic aspect, it is in the sign of Leo. Now, this full moon can also create for all star signs a very intense energy, because Leo is a fire energy, and that fire energy, and especially Leos, can be extremely bossy, or they may face extremely bossy people. And the thing is, Leos do not like to be controlled. So here, all star signs, you may have an ego clash with people this week, or you will feel a sudden eruption of energy coming out of you to perhaps be quite vocal with your likes and dislikes with someone. So the full moon tomorrow can create this. Now, Purva Falguni Nakshatra, the lord of this nakshatra is Shivji. Shivji, the lord who is the destroyer, who is a spiritual god as well. Now, we will discuss a manifestation technique towards the end of the program. Let us see what are the other planets, what is their alignment. So Jupiter is in Pisces and Revati Nakshatra Pada 2 from March the 11th to March the 25th. Rahu is in Ashwini Nakshatra still, and Ketu is in Swati Nakshatra. Now, from the 3rd to the 10th, Mercury is in the Abhishek Nakshatra, and this is going to be an extremely healing time for everyone. This is also a time then when from March the 10th to March the 17th, Mercury moves over to Purva Bhadrapada, and it will again create a lot of cleansing, reflection, self-reflection on oneself, a lot of emphasis on people's diet, a lot of emphasis on people's habits, bad habits, and trying to adopt new habits. This is also a time when people will approach perhaps a holistic or Ayurvedic medicine in a way to heal than to take the scientific approach to heal from a disease. The other aspect I would like to say is that when it comes to Saturn, as you know, is in Aquarius, and Saturn is here in Shata Abhishek Nakshatra Pada 1 from March the 14th to April the 14th. And with Saturn here, with Mercury very close by, I feel that this is a time when things are going to start moving more quickly, more swiftly for people who are perhaps waiting for news from government, from loans, for finances, for jobs. Information that has taken a long time to get you will suddenly can come to you in this period from March the 14th to April the 14th. Now, the new moon is going to be on the 21st of March in Uttara Bhadra, and that is in Pisces. So the energies look it looks like there's a huge shift this week, basically. And the shift is even more so because, Mars finally is moving out of Taurus. It is still in Magrisha Nakshatra, but it's moving from Taurus into Gemini. And this is after 6 months approximately of Mars being in Taurus. So that practicality, the home life, being attached or focused on being in isolation, suddenly a lot of you will feel that you're getting out a lot more. You're going with Mars energy in Gemini. There's a lot more short travels. There's a lot more communication. You speaking up, being brave, being self-confident to resolve issues that for the last 6 months or perhaps for the last 18 months have been delayed. You will be expressing your opinions and not being afraid of what other people are thinking. This Mars energy, Mars means vitality, and when it is in Gemini, the house, which is an air sign, communication, swift travels, getting things done very quickly, lots of short tasks, multitasking for all star signs can take place. This is also a time when a lot of you, with Venus and Rahu in the first house, and with Mars energy now moving into the third house, a lot of you will also be feeling extremely vocal or legally expressive to get things sorted out in relationships that have been I would say that you've been running away from. So whether it be family members or personal relationships, all of you will have to face that one relationship that you've been running away from. Because if you want to sustain a relationship, you are going to have to actively take action, as opposed to be hiding away behind your day-to-day activities. So let us see for Aries. For Aries, I can see that relationships will be a huge topic for you this week, because I feel that a lot of you will either take someone back from the past or you will attract someone new, but you're going to want to learn from past lessons that in relationships what it is that people must not do. They must not cross boundaries with you. This is also a time now for Aries where you may want to take a break from an existing relationship and think about your options. But definitely relationships is the huge impact. It's going to have a huge impact on you. Rahu and Venus in the first house is going to impact Aries a lot when it comes to your personal relationships. Now, when it comes to Taurus, this is a time when your work life or financial life and trips abroad regarding finances is highlighted. This is also a time when you will have to resolve things with family members, which is taking a toll in a way on your health. And I feel that it's very important that you try to be not the old person who is just vocally trying to restore things. This is a time to take action. This is when you have to get out of your home and drive to the person that you're trying to reach out to and with your actions, you will win, and you will succeed. So try your best, Taurus, to sort things out now. For Gemini ascendants, this is a time with Rahu and Venus conjunction here, that Gemini ascendants, this is a time when your emotions, you're feeling very tired, you're feeling you have too much on, it's taking its toll on your body, you just feel that you want to hide. But with Mars energy here in Gemini now, this is a time to feel more active, get out there and really be brave to discuss the topics that you've been running away from the last 18 months, I would say. You will try to regain your friends that you have kept out of touch with. You will have the strength to finally face your fear about certain things that have happened in the past with certain people, and you will try your best to restore relationships. For Cancer, this is a time when your home life or finances, you will try to acquire another asset, whether it be a property, another car. This is also a time when perhaps you could even be looking at relationships and honestly being open with yourself about what it is that you actually want, and feel that you have the strength to walk away or walk into a relationship and more commitment, or walk away from something which you know you're not committed to. So this is a time of huge transformation in this respect. For Leo, this is a time when a relationship that you have perhaps not given your all to is suddenly wanting to have more, where there will be short travels or foreign travels connected to this person. This week, someone is trying to reach out to you, and you know yourself that you are quite happy if this person does reach out to you, because they've been on your mind, but you haven't had the strength to reach out to them because your ego is getting in the way. For Leos, this is also a great week for family, parents to be happy from some of the achievements that you have achieved in the last 4 or 5 months. Parents are supporting you and very happy. You also feel very happy yourself because your goals are now finally materializing. For Virgo, this is a time, Virgo, when relocation, house relocation, job relocation, family relocation is a topic. And Virgos, this is also a topic of your health. Virgos, this is an extremely important week where your health priority, your work, your home life must all be in balance. It should all be in sync with your health. You have put your health off for a long time. Your stomach, your lower back can be an issue. The concern of a child, if you have a child, for Virgos, one of your children could also be a child that needs extra attention and needs your help. So work life will have to take the back seat, or you need more balance between your work and your family. When it comes to Libra, this is a time when you will want to get away. You will want to take on new trips, new holidays, spend time with a partner. For some of you that are single, you could be attracted to 2 different people and you're not sure who it is that you really want. You're quite happy with the attention that you're receiving, but you're not really sure if it's the attention that you want, or is it actually the people that are around you that you're actually drawn to, or is it just the fact that you feel that they give you attention? So this is a time to question your relationships, personal relationships. For Libra, this is also a time when your work life can be a bit stagnant, and you may feel that you want to apply for another job, or you want to even perhaps question yourself about your career. Is this what you really want for the long term? So Librans, there is some thought process and decision making here also for you regarding your career. For Scorpio, so for Scorpio conjunction, what I see is that I feel that you are financially you're trying to make more security for yourself in this week. You're trying to get a goal, reach your goal with your finances. I also feel that you're going to reconnect with an old friend who you have been avoiding because you were not both on the same page regarding certain issues, but now you feel that mentally by you not speaking to this person, you may feel that you are not completely yourself, and you're losing a good friend. So I feel that friendships can be restored in this following week. There's some good news coming to Scorpio regarding their children. For those who are single, I feel that this is a time when that contemplation of what it is actually in the relationship that is not working, that was not working, and what it is actually that will make a relationship. And if you go from there, perhaps an old relationship can be restored, an apology can be given, and you can move on, or a new person will come who is not going to make the same mistakes that the past relationship had made. Have confidence not to give everyone the same paint coating that every man or woman is going to hurt me. No, everyone is different, Scorpio, and you must give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so come on, brighter days are ahead of you, Scorpio. For Sagittarius, this is a time when there's a transformation coming. Your love relationship, your heart, more compassion and sympathy for others this week. You're beginning to understand that everyone is not perfect. You're beginning to understand that you're not perfect. This is a time when love relationships, some good news will come to you regarding your relationships. A property purchase or thoughts of a property purchase can go in your favor. You can get that loan. Sagittarius, anything to do with renovations, anything to do with financial gains, this is the week in which you will receive good news. And you know that you may have to take care of one of your siblings. I feel that one of your siblings may not be clearly on the same page with you. You may not be speaking to each other, but you're going to have to put your ego and pride aside to be there for your younger sibling or older siblings, Sagittarian ascendants. And it's an important time for you to make amends with everyone that you know where you have made the mistakes. Sagittarius, this is a good time for you also this week regarding your work, but I would say your health and restoring relationships with family members is far more important this week. Excuse me. And let's move over to Capricorn. Capricorn, this is a time when double income, mother's health, and your lower back is highlighted. And I will say to you, Capricorn, this week is when you haven't had a good hours of sleep and you wake up in the morning and you're not in a good mood. Avoid taking out your temper on people that just happen to come on your path who say, good morning, have a wonderful day. They're so happy and you can feel extremely frustrated and annoyed because you are tired. So Capricorns, please make sure you get enough rest. Mother's health is here highlighted. You may have concerns and worries for your mother. I would say your lower back you must be careful with, and be careful with your driving this week as well, Capricorns. With regards to relationships, you will feel that things are not going exactly the way you want, but this is a time to speak about your feelings and disappointments, should I say, more openly to get positive results in the long term. Otherwise, you may feel that this relationship, if you are in a relationship, that the relationship is not giving you 100%. So this is the time to really question where you stand with someone. Moving over to Aquarius. Aquarius, this is a great time for you. Extremely great time for you. So I can see lots of travel, holidays booked, making new connections, great news coming through your friends, celebrations, disco nights, party nights, social light, parties and fun coming your way. I can also say, though, you must be careful with your diet. Those who have a sweet tooth must be very careful, or those who are indulging in too much alcohol. This is a time this week, actually until 14th of April, that you must be careful with your food and drink intake. Be sensible about what you are putting into your body, Aquarius. Also, this is a time when you may, by mistake, say something at the wrong time to a very near and dear person, and it can blow out of proportion, out of control, and what started off as a small comment may be taken the wrong way and can create a huge block between you and someone. This is the time to be mindful of what you say, Aquarius, and be careful that the person in front of you is not going to take it the wrong way. Try to resolve the issue there and then. Nip it in the bud. Okay, moving on to Pisces. Finally, Pisces, this is a week where you will feel that family life is taking its toll on you. You need to get out. You need to have a break. You need to meet your friends. You need to go to the gym. You need to go to the beauty parlor. This is a time to move your mind off a particular situation or environment. You have to give yourself some time. When it comes to the ones who are single in relationships, Pisces, this is a time when you have to understand your self-worth. You have to understand that what is your importance in a relationship, and question if the relationship that you're in is giving you back what you are giving it. And if it is not serving you, then this is a time again to talk about these things, Pisces. Now, spending is also here because of Rahu and Venus in Aries. How will that impact Pisces? Is ascendants is that you really have to be careful. You really have to be careful with your spending. You really have to be careful about your credit card spending. You have to be very mindful as well that you don't that you spend even on others if you have the money. Incense on as well, or you're burning your favorite candles that smell heavenly. It's your choice, but all you have to do is simply burn the bay leaves. That's a very quick manifestation technique, and it takes a few seconds to burn the bay leaf. Another thing you can possibly do, because it is Purvi Falguni Nakshatra, is the ruler lord is Shivji. You could, because Shivji donation to the temples on a Monday by the worshippers of Shivji is normally milk. But what you could do to make this more appropriate to the Purva Falguni Nakshatra is perhaps you could write your manifestation techniques in a bowl which is full of milk and water, and let this is at 9 o'clock in the evening, and you can leave or just chuck in from a piece of paper what you desire as your manifestation, and pop it or chuck it into that lovely bowl of milky water and leave it there the whole night. And then in the morning, take out the soggy paper, remove it and put it into a bin, and the milk itself, pour it into your back garden or front garden. And if you don't have a garden, just pour it into the sink. And let that be in itself a beautiful universal ritual that you are sending out what you manifest into the world. Manifestation technique is not a spell, it's not black magic. It is simply training the mind to become more positive, replacing negative thoughts with positive ones. That is simply called a manifestation. It's the thought, and that is it. So if you would like to do that tomorrow, then please do. Okay, karmic psychics, this is this week's show. Next week I will return with another episode of interesting transits or tarot. If there is anything in particular that you would like to ask me, then please do go to my website www.karmicpsychic.co.uk and go to the contact form page, write in your questions, and I will reply back to you in the episodes. At the moment, I'm receiving immense positive compliments for the show, and I thank you for listening. And if there is anything in particular that you would like me to cover, then please do. May it be a Vedic aspect, may it be one of the manifestation techniques which I have written in my books, which I know that people are reading, the listeners are reading too, but you can see all that information on my website or on Amazon. If you simply type in Karmic Psychic on Amazon, all the products from books, t-shirts will show, and you can buy the book or the t-shirts and keep your positive emails coming to me.